What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's vlog. It is Sunday the 22nd of September. I'm starting today's vlog in the studio. I had to nip over today. I had to finish off this Scout Trooper helmet that's going out to a client. This is the Trooper helmet, completely finished. It looks pretty cool. As a lifting front section, hollowed out inside. As you can see, there was a little bit of plastic hanging off it, but it's finished, it's fine, it's perfect. So that's going to a guy down south, I believe. And then I also had to come in and finish some of these as well, these little docks for card readers. To get them out, and then we're gonna get ready to launch everything back on eBay on Wednesday, along with some of the armour. Sarah's at home at the minute. She's doing all the decorating. She's done the boys' room. She cleared that out. I've been to the tip this morning, took a load of stuff for the charity shop, but it's closed. So I'm gonna have to go tomorrow after school to drop it off, like Hot Wheels cars, stuff like that. I've got Portia with me, she's over there. I just brought her with me because she had some homework that she had to finish and get printed off. So we printed it off over here at the studio. I fixed the printer that was, basically the wire was loose. So I took the wire out, cable tied it so it was taut and tight, and then I glue gunned it back in place. Had it running at full temperature for about an hour and a half today, this morning while I've been here, while I uploaded the vlog, and it's actually come out perfect. So it's now working, it's not turning itself off. Well, fingers crossed it's not turning itself off. I hope it isn't going to turn itself off, but it's still printing now. So it's been printing for about 20 minutes and it looks like it's going to be alright. Again, fingers crossed. Hopefully it will. So everything else is printing. I've just got this thing behind me, printing the last parts off on a DLT 19. I always want to say BLT, but it's down there, along with a couple of other orders that are going out, big orders. But we're gonna have to start getting ready and getting organised in here, because when we're doing the armour, I'm thinking that we're probably gonna have to I'm gonna have to rent another room. I think I'm gonna have to rent a storeroom where I can store all the orders, because in here, it's just not going to be able to do it. As you can see, that's some of the armour down there. That isn't the chest piece or the abs or the helmet. The helmet's up at the top. So we're going to be doing 3 different sets of armour to start with: Scout, Patrol and First Order. So I don't know, we're going to have to try and work something out. We're going to have to work around it somehow. But yeah, apart from that, I've got some other stuff getting sent out. This chainsaw has actually gone. I'm actually trading that with a guy that does all the painting for me, so he's going to be painting up one of the lids. This lid's going to go out tomorrow to a guy. This has already been sold now. Try again. So the Show Trooper lid, that's finished, it's going. That's got sold to a guy who troops. His helmet that he's got at the minute is a resin one, so it's really heavy. So that's gone, so that's going to be cleared out of here. The R2-D2 that I'm working on, I have got the full ring, which I'm sure everybody has seen. If you haven't seen, I will show you again. If I don't break it or drop it like I seem to be doing. This is R2's ring, this is how big he is. The top ring, he has 2 rings, he has a top ring and a lower ring. I'm pretty sure this is the upper ring. Yes, I'm pretty sure it is. So I've got his bits. I'm trying to build the dome for him as fast as I can, so I can get it to For the Love of Sci-Fi. So we've got like maybe a section of him done, but I think that's wishful thinking, because I just seriously haven't got the time at the minute to put it into it. It's a project of mine. Would I do them? I just don't know. If the price was right, yes, but obviously there'd be a lot of time put into that. It'd probably take, I'm not even joking, maybe 3-4 months to do an R2 unit of the magnitude that we do them, because every single detail is 1:1 scale and it is exact, screen accurate that it is on the screen. So I don't know, but yeah, that's where we are up to now. I'm gonna nip to the shop now, pick up a couple of drinks for me and Portia, then I'm gonna head home. We're gonna have tea. And Sarah is going to check in with you and let you know what she's been doing in the boys, Aurora's and Vanellope's room today.
Later that same evening.
Alright guys, it's later on in the day. I've had to come back home and jump in the shower. I felt rotten again all day. And it's going to be another short one today, I'm afraid. These are quite frequent now, aren't they, where we're doing these smaller, shorter vlogs. But, you know, I think there's a fine line between us doing this all the time, 100% at the minute anyway, with me being really poorly, and I am still quite ill again today. Every time I eat something, it seems to either want to come back up or it gives me a really bad tummy ache. So I'm going to book myself into the doctor's tomorrow and hopefully get in for an emergency appointment, but it's not good at all. It's really not. And my ribs are starting to hurt now as well. So it could either be man flu or I think I've got a serious case of food poisoning. So if you're ever in the mood for a curry or something like that, stay well away from chicken tikka. I don't even want to think about it. It's knocking me sick thinking about it now, and especially Bombay potatoes as well. So that's the reason why we haven't been vlogging today. The other reason that we haven't vlogged today as well is we have 2 of these cameras, the G7Xs, and we're going to have to take them back tomorrow because the shutter on the front of them is sticking. Bear in mind these are only literally 2.5 months old, so they shouldn't be sticking at the front at all. So that's a warning sign to go and get them, take them back and get new ones, because I had this with the last one. And eventually that shutter will not open, then you'll have to physically remove the shutter, and then all the dust will get inside, then eventually your camera will pack up like the last one did that we were using. So we're going to have to take them back as well. So I'm using Sarah's at the minute. Mine's okay. Sarah's is alright as well, but it's still there, it's still this sticking. Thomas Cook as well, an interesting story about Thomas Cook, and I know it's absolutely brutal that they might collapse over the next 24 hours. I think they've got till midnight tonight before they're going to collapse, or they're not going to collapse. I don't know if the government are going to bail them out or not. We originally were going to book the holiday with travel planners with Thomas Cook, and I'm quite glad that I didn't now, because it looks like there's a slim chance that they might be going under. Barbara and Kevin have booked a holiday to Turkey. They leave in a week's time. We were going to go and see Barbara and Kevin Friday, but I got poorly, so we're going to go this Friday and see them. If it does go pear-shaped, they're not going to be going on holiday, and they'd booked it with a daughter, Julie. Julie holds 3 jobs down. Bless her. She reminds me of my mum. She works really hard, damn hard for her kids. And she booked this holiday and had been looking forward to it for a year. And if Thomas Cook do go belly up, it's not going to be good for Julie and Barbara and Kevin. But hopefully the government might bail them out. There's been a lot of rumours of people saying, well, it's a 200 million bailout now or 600 million down the line. And people are saying, I don't know why they wouldn't take the 200 instead of the 600 million. Well, let me just explain something really quickly for you for business. If they analyse that business, and if they pump 200 million into it, and then 6 months down the line, it's inevitable, it is going to go belly up. That means they're 800 million in debt. So I don't think it's a case of they should do it now and save money, because if it's lost, what is it, 1.9 billion this year, that's a lot of money to lose for an airline. So hopefully they'll get their act together. But you know, if they don't, I'm assuming they will impound the planes when they arrive at the airport, because they wouldn't have paid the air traffic fees and everything else, and the airport fees and stuff like that. But I'm talking in hypothetical terms now, because nobody knows if they've gone up or not. We will do this time tomorrow. By the time you're watching this, you will know about Thomas Cook, and that might alter the title of this video slightly. Who knows? Because I'll have known by then. But yeah, that's just generally why we haven't vlogged. I'm really sorry. Sarah's devastated. Sarah's in this mood at the minute where she's sick and tired of doing in the house, at the studio in the house. And I said, you know what, people want to see what you've been doing in the day. She just needs to get over that. And I think she will. But apart from that, everything else is fine. Apart from me almost snuffing it with this, I don't know, whatever it is, but it's pretty bad. If you can hear that, that's the cat scratching the new carpet. That's what cats have, you know, why you have cats in your life. They give you dirty looks. They don't want for anything. They just take everything. And if they want to wreck a brand new £300 carpet, they can just wreck a £300 carpet, because it's no loss to them. It's just a toy for the claws. So I am going to end today's vlog. I'm sorry. We hope tomorrow's will be better, but it's just one of them things. It's Sunday. It's just not happening. I went to the studio earlier today. I had to come home and have a shower. I felt like I was burning up. So it's just one of them things, I'm afraid. The comments did come back yesterday, and then they went off. I think Claire and Ali managed to get comment on, and then removed them straight away. I don't know what they're playing at, but do not forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you're not already. Make sure you click the notification bell, it does nothing. Make sure you leave us a comment for 5 seconds if you can, and we will see you guys tomorrow because we do this every single day.